Hi, this is TapCat, and today I want to talk about XCOM 2, the Shen's Last Gift DLC, and whether I should restart the series after my failure in Operation Last Gift. Now, if you haven't watched installments, so I think it's 7 through 10, then this is going to include a lot of spoilers, but if you have, you'll know what I'm talking about. So basically, we lost twice in there. There's the poison room where we were killed. Shen, in particular, died right at the end. And I had to replay that room. And then we got to the roof, and we were so beat up. Poor Sparky got killed. He was only at 1 health to begin with. And I made the decision to replay the roof. And by the way, you can only go back that far. It's not like I can go back to the beginning and try to get him at higher health. So I replayed the roof, but I did it on Rookie as opposed to Legend, which is what the rest of the campaign is being played at. And I got a few comments saying, hey, you should really restart at this point. And I thought I would just talk a little bit about the decision that I made and why I did it and why I didn't restart and so forth. So first, I want to put it in context. I was recording these missions before my last XCOM series even ended. And when I was trying to decide what to do, because I actually at one point was just going to quit this campaign. I actually was kind of ready to do that after we failed in the poison room, to be honest. But anyway, I kind of wanted to ask viewers, maybe set up a poll. And the problem with doing that is I couldn't unless I wanted to spoil a major thing in a series that hadn't even started yet, right? Like you're still watching season 2, if you want to call it that. And here I am telling you how season 3 ends and saying, oh, do you want me to keep going or stop? So I didn't want to do that. I felt like I had to just make up my mind about what was the best way. Now, from a purity of the game standpoint, I absolutely felt like just stopping was the way to go, and that really I should have stopped when I lost the first time in the poison room, because Iron Man means what happens, happens. Like that's it, right? So if we die, if we fail that mission, game over. To some extent, I think you can argue, well, at least because I replayed it on Legend still, then, the series maintains some integrity. And it's not like I set it up to be able to replay. I wasn't save scumming, like Firaxis created that mechanism. They've set it up so that if you failed, you get this screen saying restart the mission. So anyway, I went ahead and did it. Now, when I got to the roof, I knew that I could replay that on Legend 100 times, and I wasn't going to beat it. Not with that squad, not with having basically no shredding capability to get through 7 armor, a sectopod with 100 health, and an infinite flow of lesser robots, but ones that I could really not kill, because the one weapon that I'd had that was somewhat effective against them, the bolt caster, was now lying with Yumi's body on the floor below us. So we were going to die again and again and again and again. So basically, my only real option, if I didn't radically lower the difficulty, was quit and restart. Now, why didn't I want to do that? Well, I don't normally get into my opinion on games, right? I'm a Let's Player, not a reviewer. But I will tell you, I really hated this mission. I didn't enjoy it at all, and I was not impressed with the game design. I'll just leave it at that. So I'm never playing that again. That's the honest truth. Like, I'm done with it. Now, if you enjoy it, that's great. I got no judgment. So I'm more than capable of looking at the mission and saying, if I came back and I had tier 2 weapons and armor, if I brought some grenadiers and could actually shred armor, or if I really wanted to just make a romp of it, come back with blue screen rounds and maybe an EMP bomb for my friend on the roof, Yeah, I could beat this thing. So yeah, I'm capable of figuring out how to beat it, but I don't want to. Like, that's the honest truth. I don't want to beat it. I don't want to play it. I want nothing to do with it. It's just not something I enjoy, and I don't want to do a whole series about something I don't enjoy. I was hoping that if I could just get through that last mission or piece of the mission, and then I could just see what it's like to play with Sparks. For the one time, this will be the only game of XCOM I ever play that'll use Sparks, because I'm never doing that mission again. Another disadvantage, by the way, of waiting until you have all that gear that I was talking about is that you'll be starting with the equivalent of a rookie Spark in the mid game, and he's going to be extremely ineffective against every single thing that you have to fight. And they kind of suck already. I mean, I don't know if you've been watching, but I guess you haven't seen it yet, right? Because I've recorded well ahead of what you've seen. The problem with Sparks is they can't hit anything. Their aim is garbage. You can't give them an aim PCS because you're not allowed to equip PCSs. You're not allowed to upgrade their weapons, so I can't give him a scope. And he just really struggles to hit anything. I position him on the roof every chance I get, so he gets an elevation bonus, and it's still really hit or miss, literally. So anyway, yeah, I thought, well, look, let's just try and get through this and see what it's like to play with Sparks. And, you know, I say it in the video, like, as far as I'm concerned, we lost the campaign. It's over. We lost. But let's play it out. Let's try to have fun with it. We'll still do the best we can. I mean, I'm trying like heck not to lose soldiers and, you know, play the best tactically that I possibly can. Keep learning the game, etc. So, anyway, but I understand that for some people it'll be really disappointing that I did that I lowered the difficulty for that one mission. I apologize. There's not much else I can say. At this point, I recorded up to part 28. You've only seen, I believe, the first 10, but I've got 18 set aside. So I've played a good chunk of it. I think there's some good stuff coming if you're still interested, but ultimately, you know, that's up to you for sure. Now, another reason I didn't restart is because I have a few issues, like as far as the timing of this series. Civilization 6 is coming out on October 21st. And so I am 100% determined that I'm going to be producing videos for that as soon as it launches. And it's very important to me that this series not only be finished by the time that starts, well, I guess any series, it's not just this one. Now, that sounds like a long time from now because it's more than 2 months, but realize that my last season of XCOM took 72 installments. So even if I go one new one every single day, that barely lets me finish by October 21st, if I even would. So, but on top of that, I really want to take some time off between when I stop XCOM and when I start Civ 6. One, I have a vacation coming up. I'm going to be out of town for a little while, and I won't be able to play or record. But also, I've spent a lot of hours producing XCOM videos. XCOM is easily the most time-consuming game that I record for and produce content for. And because, like with Civ 6, I can hit record and stop when I choose to, right? Like if I want to make the videos 25 minutes each, I can just do that. Well, I could do that with XCOM, but it would really be wonky, right? Like, so I'd be right in the middle of a mission and say, okay, everybody, we're out of time today. Thanks for watching. That's not really, you know, to me, a good structure for XCOM. It just makes sense to record the entire mission. And then, you know, when you're ready to get to the next one, you stop. But those will often take 45 minutes, even an hour for a really longer mission. So, yeah, it takes longer to record. That means it takes longer to edit. And then it takes my computer way longer to render it because it's roughly 3 to 1. Every minute of video takes about 3 minutes to render. So in an extreme case, if a video would be an hour long, it takes another 3 hours for my computer to render that, give or take. So it ties up my machine for a long time. Anyway, I'm probably going into more detail on that than you need to hear or care about. But the bottom line is that I'm kind of wore out. And not because I don't like XCOM, but just the number of hours I spend on it every night, because I want to produce at least one video every single day. And I just want a break. I want to be able to come home from work and relax and, do other things for a little while. Not permanently. I still love the channel. I still love doing stuff for it. But I kind of need to ease up on the grind a little bit for a while. So anyway, that was another reason why starting a new series, even without because here was the other thing I thought about doing. So I stopped this series because I say, okay, we lost, it happens. Oh, well. I could have started like a vanilla XCOM, no DLC, but with a bunch of mods. Like a few people have asked me about the Long War Toolkit. I've not really looked at that because I didn't really want to play stuff that changed the core gameplay much. I just wanted cosmetic changes. But if I wasn't playing DLC, I could have gone the other way with that, right? So that would have been an option, but the timing made that really awkward. So all of that was kind of swimming around in my head, and that's why I decided to just, do what I did for the one piece of that one mission, and then go back to Legend and put my head down and keep playing. And that would give me a chance to show what it's like to play with Sparks for those who are interested, and show what it's like to play with both Alien Hunters and Shen's Last Gift in one game. And it is most definitely an imperfect solution. I don't, make any pretense otherwise. So again, if you don't like that solution, I apologize. It was the best kind of compromise I could come up with on my own at the time. And that's the way I went. So, I don't really think I can add anything more. I'll just be repeating myself. I hope people keep watching. I hope you enjoy the series from there. The funny thing is, by the way, that rooftop sequence on Rookie is no joke. I mean, seriously, it's ridiculous to me how hard it is. And I pity the poor person who is playing on Rookie because they're new, they're just trying to learn the game, but they bought all the DLC. If they just follow the path that Firaxis lays out for them, and they go and they do they activate the alien rulers and they do Shen's Last Gift on their 5th, 6th, 7th mission, that kind of thing, wow, they are really going to get wrecked. And they'll probably just quit playing after that. It makes me really sad that Firaxis is that unthinking, that they have made that the default. Because I know in my first game, I got the Alien Hunter story mission on mission 5, and then I got this one on number 7. And if you go there on any difficulty level that early, wow, I hope you're a really, really good player, because you're going to need to be. Because I don't think I'm the worst in the world, and I got my butt handed to me. Let's be honest. Yes, I believe I could find a way to beat it if I brought the right squad, and especially if I waited a little while. But holy crap, that thing is crazy. And I would not recommend to anyone going there on your 7th mission. All right, well, I've had my say. By all means, you can tell me what you think. Leave an answer in the comments below. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope to see you next time.